Hi friends, it's Julia. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. Today I'm sharing a layout that I created with my January 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit or my December 2019 Christmas Stash Kit. Now I was inspired to create this layout by watching Christy's Beautiful Life 30-Day Sketch Challenge back in November 2019. If you head over to her channel and you go to her playlist, you will see this is following along with layout number 27 or sketch number 27. And I showed you there, I had tons of scraps there on my desk, and I started punching out circles and stars, circles in several different sizes. And I'm going to create this 8.5 by 11 layout to go in my album, and it's of my dog Zena. She has since passed away since these photos were taken, or since this photo was taken, but I am just now to a point in life where I can scrap those photos of her. I put a lot of them aside because I just could not. It's been really hard. The last couple of times I've tried to scrapbook layouts of her, I have just bawled the entire time. But I think I've finally gotten over the hurt of losing her. She was our pup whenever our kids left home, if you will. So we were empty nesters, my husband and I, and we only had our pup. So she became our fur baby. And so it really affected us hard whenever she passed away. So, yeah, I'm finally getting around to scrapping some photos of her, and it's a little easier to do now. So you can see I cut that piece of paper down. Now that is a page from an old album that I have, like a K & Company album from probably 15 or 20 years ago. I had to pull some of the pages out because it was too bulky, and so I didn't want to throw them away. I kept them because, you know, I thought at some point I may be able to use them. And believe me, I'm so excited that I'm using them. And so here you can see I took a scrap of paper, cut off a bit of that vellum paper and used it down one edge, and then I'm using my glitter washi tape, and I've put it down to border along that. And now I'm just going to go through and start adding the photo or the circles to my background. This video is not sped up very much. I did cut quite a bit out as far as punching circles and stars and things, but for the most part it is close to real time. I think I've sped it up like 1.5 times. This layout went together super fast once I had the backgrounds done, or the paper punched out from all the scraps. And I love creating layouts like this where I have tons of little scraps that are hard to use, and I'm able to get them used by doing something like this. I do have my scallop circle punch sitting there, but I did not use that one at all. But the others I did. The other two sizes that are there, plus a close to my heart one, or not close to my heart, a Creative Memories one that I have sitting there, and then two really tiny, I think those are American Crafts. So you can see I start layering up all of these circles. I get a general gist of how I want them down. And I'll go back here in just a few minutes and start gluing everything down. And it's just my process when I have a layout like this, because I want to get the most of the paper onto my page. And I want to do it in a way that looks creative. You know, I mean, I don't want it to just look that I cut circles out and glued them all down, but that's kind of what I did. But I want the colors to be balanced. I don't want to have like all of the star paper right next to each other, or all of the green cardstock papers together, or all of the red cardstock papers together, or all the gold foiled papers together. So you can see I went through, I cut out that process, and I glued them all down, have everything like I wanted, and now I'm going through and I'm adding these little stars all along there. I have red and green stars that match the background that I have, and so yeah, I'm just continuing to add these down one piece at a time until I get a balanced feel for it and use up what I want to use up. So I hope I am inspiring you guys to get into your stash and create some things with it. I know that I have been inspired by Christy's Beautiful Life to really stretch myself this time. She has all of these sketches that she has posted on her YouTube channel that have a lot of mixed media components to them. And if you guys have watched me before, or if this is your first time here, I'll let you know I am not a mixed media girl. I struggle with using wet mediums when I'm scrapbooking, like even mist or paint or anything. I struggle with it. It's hard for me. And so I typically don't use it. And so I think on this layout, on this sketch, which was number 27, it actually called for like a big mixed media circle in the background. And so rather than do that, I kind of modified. Excuse me. But I really, really like how this turned out. I love this layout. It's just precious to me, I think, because the content, the dog was so precious to me. And I just love being able to get these photos used that I have had such a hard time using before. But anyway, so do you guys use mixed media in your layouts, or do you steer away from it? I watch several YouTubers who they primarily use mixed media supplies. Well, not primarily. I mean, they include it into their layout process. And they do it quite a bit, and for them it comes very easy and looks very natural. But when I do it, yeah, even watching the playback videos, you can tell how hard it is for me. And I know it's from not doing it. It becomes even harder when you don't do it very often, and it shows. And that's okay. I'm still not going to change my ways. I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to increase the amount of mixed media that I do, or sprays or that kind of thing. I'm content with how my layouts look without all of it on there. And there are so many other people on the planet and in the world that do that kind of stuff that, you know, it's okay. If you can't find the inspiration that you need from me, hopefully you'll find it from someone else who suits your style. I do a lot of layouts using older stash. If you haven't been around and you're curious about my channel, I do primarily, I make kits, and then I use those kits to create layouts every month. I don't always get them used up in the month that I create them, and they will stack up on my shelves, but occasionally I will have a period where I can get through a couple of those kits, and you know, I'm able to share a little bit more with you guys. And it just so happens this ginormous Christmas kit that I made had a lot of older as well as newer products in it, which is different for me. I don't always add newer supplies to my kits like I did this time. But my kit this time was based on a newer kit from Felicity Jane. It was their December 2019 Christmas kit called Noel. And so, yeah, I have a lot of those little tiny scraps there from that kit that I'm able to use. Those are some green letter stickers that I have from Freckled Fawn, and you can see I always buy multiple packs of their letter stickers because I absolutely adore them. They are always the perfect size for whatever I need. I can always find it in a Freckled Fawn sticker. And so you'll see me put stuff down there. I always put my titles on the edges of my rulers before I stick them down. If there's enough adhesive to do that, I will. Sometimes I have to line my ruler up and just, you know, figure out where to put my titles across the top of them if there's not enough adhesive on the back of the stickers that I'm using. So I hope, like I said, I hope I have inspired you guys to create something with your stash. That is my primary goal on my channel, is to not only create layouts for myself, but inspire you to get into your stash and pull something out and create with it. I mean, that's why we bought our stash, right? That's why we want to get it used up, is because we love it and we want it to be around. And so I hope this is inspiring you to create. You can see there, I kind of peeled those letters apart unintentionally, excuse me. And so I just added a little wet adhesive there, and it kind of splooged out from around it, and so I'm using that to go back through and tack down a few other letter stickers that have kind of come apart. I love that little tool. It is a mixed media tool. I don't know what it's for with mixed media. I have used it to, like if I have a stencil and putting down some thicker medium into the stencil to create a background, that's what I've used it for, but like maybe once. Otherwise, I use it to help me pick things up, to spread glue around, to pick up glue. Yeah, I use it for everything. Anyway, guys, if you have not looked at any of the other videos on my channel, I would encourage you, go to the playlist, either December or January 2019 or 2020, and look at all these Christmas layouts that I've created based on Christy's Beautiful Life. And I still have more to come because I'm only on day 27, so I have 4 more layouts to complete before I'm done with this kit and put it away. So anyway, if you like what you see, please flip me a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more, I would love it if you would subscribe. If you want to see my videos when they are put out, please hit that notification bell and YouTube will let you know. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.